Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Let's continue learning Chinese together. Chinese Learning Day 8. I hope you are all doing well. In today's lesson, we will continue learning Chinese numbers. Last time we learned up to 60. Today we will learn 61 to 100. Let's start. 61. Which pronunciation is Liu Shir E? 62. Which pronunciation is Liu Shir Ir? 63. Which pronunciation is Liu Shir San? 64. Which pronunciation is Liu Shir Si? 65. Which pronunciation is Liu Shir Wu? 66. Which pronunciation is Liu Shir Liu? 67. Which pronunciation is Liu Shir Qi? 68. Which pronunciation is Liu Shir Pa? 69. Which pronunciation is Liu Shir Jiu? 70. Which pronunciation is Qi Shir? 71. Which pronunciation is Qi Shir Yi? 72. Which pronunciation is Qi Shir Ir? 73. Which pronunciation is Qi Shir San? 74. Which pronunciation is Qi Shir Si? 75. Which pronunciation is Qi Shir Wu? 76. Which pronunciation is Qi Shir Liu? 77. Which pronunciation is Qi Shir Qi? 78. Which pronunciation is Qi Shir Pa? 79. Which pronunciation is Qi Shir Jiu? 80. Which pronunciation is Pa Shir? 81. Which pronunciation is Pa Shir E? 82. Which pronunciation is Pa Shir Ir? 83. Which pronunciation is Pa Shir San? 84. Which pronunciation is Pa Shir Si? 85. Which pronunciation is Pa Shir Wu? 86. Which pronunciation is Pa Shir Liu? 87. Which pronunciation is Pa Shir Qi? 88. Which pronunciation is Pa Shir Pa? 89. Which pronunciation is Pa Shir Jiu? 90. Which pronunciation is Jiu Shir? 91. Which pronunciation is Jiu Shir E? 92. Which pronunciation is Jiu Shir Ir? 93. Which pronunciation is Jiu Shir San? 94. Which pronunciation is Jiu Shir Si? 95. Which pronunciation is Jiu Shir Wu? 96. Which pronunciation is Jiu Shir Liu? 97. Which pronunciation is Jiu Shir Qi? 98. Which pronunciation is Jiu Shir Pa? 99. Which pronunciation is Jiu Shir Jiu? 100. Which pronunciation is E Pa? That's all for today's lesson. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next lesson. Until then, bye.